On May 7th or 8th, depending on your time zone, we're going to have this beautiful new moon at 18 degrees in the very grounded earth sign of Taurus. Now, this new moon marks the Taurus season of a new cycle, a fresh beginning, a clean slate. Taurus is associated with stability and practicality, a joy in our senses, like good friends, good food, comfort, pleasure. It's an earth sign that wants to slow down and be stable and reliable. This new moon in Taurus is really a good time for you to commit to some personal goals so you can express the positive energies of this very grounded sign. It's going to be a time where you're going to want to enjoy life's simple and physical pleasures, like getting out and taking a walk and just enjoying being with people, like being in the presence of nature or taking that beautiful, nice, long, hot bath. It's going to be a time that you're going to want to savor the good food, the activities that bring you in touch either with nature or with your body or with your senses or with other people. Focus on creating comfort and security at this time. It will be a time of slowing down in order for you to be present. It's about appreciating the here and the now and what's going on and not rushing off to the next event or the next activity that's presenting itself to you. To become more aware of what makes you feel safe, secure, and comfortable. This is also a good time for you to really reevaluate your relationship on creating comfort and security in regards to your money, your finances, your personal possessions, and to discover what really makes you happy and feel fulfilled. What do you really need in order to feel secure? This moon does align with the planet of Uranus, and it's working in harmony with the taskmaster planet of Saturn. So this means that we are listening to our needs for change and innovations. That's Uranus. And we're respecting the process of having to plant the seeds and wait over a longer period of time, Saturn. And a need for patience, Taurus, with what has worked with you in the past. So with this potent Taurus energy, you have this chance to make these important life changes in your life right now. Now is the time to make the solid and the realistic plans that can set the stage for you to reap the rewards from these new beginnings of the seeds that you are planting right now. This lunation will affect you more if you have any personal planets or points at or around the degrees of 14 to 22 degrees in the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Hi, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and this is your May 7th, 2024 New Moon Astrology Forecast. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. Now let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, the new moon is occurring in your second house. Now I'm going to include Uranus with the circle here so you can see it all. A new moon is when the sun and the moon meet up together in the sky, and it's magnifying and intensifying the energy of. New moons are fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings. The sun, it represents your fifth house of joy, children, pleasure, creativity, art, music. The fifth house is where you want to take a risk. We need to include themes of your fourth house of what do you have in your life that grounds you? Home, family, roots, traditions, real estate, property, people that are in your home, people that feel like family, or literally people that are family. Now, Uranus is offering us this rebellious energy to break the mold of things that you have been doing in your life over the past year, literally over the past year, of your personal finances, your resources, your cash, your property. It's your skill set. The second house represents not only your talents and your gifts, but it's about your self-esteem and what you need in order to feel secure about your finances. The people, places, and things that you keep in your life close to you that make you feel comfortable and secure. This is in a trine to your career, your job, your legacy, your reputation. So we know that all of this has to do with you being seen in the outside world as wanting to do something for your job, your career. So I want to bring in Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. We talked about this, and it's about committing to personal goals that you can express these positive energies of the grounded sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. It's the bull. It's in the meadow, in the pasture. It's the beginning of springtime where you plant the seeds in order to see the things that grow, not just now, but over a longer period of time. It's going to be you saying, things have been moving so fast. I'm now ready to slow down. We have Mercury out of retrograde. We have the eclipses that occurred in your first house really changing not just you, but you in relationship with partners and other people in your life. And then the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction that's been causing all kinds of rebellious breakout energy in order to transform this area of your life. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction will continue until May 8th, where eventually it's going to start to move into your third house of communication. So know that all the seeds that you're planting now, that's in regards to your finances, your resources, your money, your personal possessions. You need to look at this and say, what do I need in order to make me feel successful or comfortable, fulfilled? So this new moon is a really good time for you to take a step back and say, I'm ready to ground in and create stability with my resources, my skill set, my talents, and ask for what I'm worth. I want to enhance my income. I want to enhance my resources. I would also encourage you to focus on self-care. Taurus is about taking care of not just your finances. The second house is about your self-worth. So we know that this is taking care of your mind, your body, your spirit, starting maybe a new healthy eating plan or nutrition, or just saying, I'm going to personally slow down and I'm going to focus on what I want to grow and manifest in my life. Possibly engaging in activities that get you outside, earthing, grounding, like walking around barefoot outside, or about taking walks in nature or getting to the beach. This could be a gardening, anything that involves you being outside in nature and planting these seeds for really what you want to have the patience to grow. This can include buying a home, starting a business, growing a skill set that you have, because the second house represents your talents and your skills. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, this is really big for you because the new moon is occurring in your first house. I am going to include in the circle Uranus here so you know what's the sigil for it. So a new moon is when the moon and the sun are conjunct together. They're together in the sky, magnifying their energy. The sun, it represents your fourth house of home, your family, your roots, your foundation, your traditions, people that feel like family, your real estate, your property. The moon, it represents your third house. The third house is your relationship with your siblings and your neighbors and your cousins and these short distance trips. The third house is the way you communicate with people on a daily basis. So we know that you are planting seeds for a new beginning and a fresh start. Now, you had the eclipse in your 12th house. It was drawing attention to the need for isolation and the need for also self-care. Because you had the eclipses going through your 12th and your 6th house of what do you do on a daily basis in order to take care of yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in your first house has been really pushing you past your limits of freedom and liberation to break out of the mold of who you were and expressing who you are, who you're coming out to be. Now, this lunation has this harmonious aspect with Saturn in Pisces in your 11th house. Saturn is, they call it the taskmaster, or the one who's in charge of time. The Saturn requires you to build something over a longer period of time and put in the time and the effort. It's in your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. Who do you align with? Who do you network with in order to get these things in your life? All of this is pulling together to say, it's time. It's time for you to be really in touch with yourself, to commit to these personal goals. Remember, the first house is all about you, your self-expression. It's your outlook. It's you being seen. The first house, I often say, is your business card or your website. It's what people see of you. It's your vitality. It's your strength. It's your appearance. It's literally your identity. It's who you're presenting to the world. And so this could be an opportunity for you to commit to these personal goals that express these positive energies of being grounded and solid and stable and enjoying the life's simple pleasures. You saying, I'm ready to slow down. I've had a lot of growth and transformation. And now I'm going to focus on what makes me feel good, what makes me feel like I'm in my body. Activities that bring you in touch with nature. Also, I'm going to bring out topics that include your money, your resources, your personal possessions, because this is all about you. And you saying that I need to focus on being secure. What does security feel like for you? This new moon aligning with Uranus, offering more innovation, more strategies, more of these think outside the box ideas of how do I use the energy of Saturn to say, okay, I'm ready to plant some seeds. I want to be patient. I'm willing to be patient. What has worked for me in the past? What am I now shedding? What am I now ready to grow, change, and evolve into? It has to do with you, your personal self, your mind, your body, your spirit of what you are sharing with the world. Focusing on you being stable, on how can I use my skill set, my talents, myself for resources more effectively. What are the resources that I have available to me? I need to be paying attention to my self-care routine for my mind, my body, my spirit, my mental health, physical health, psychological, emotional, my sexual, like everything. Being in touch with your physical senses, saying, where have I been out of touch? And now I'm ready to be back in touch with my body, having a healthy eating plan, engaging in regular activities that I've pushed off to the side and saying, no, I need to be out there. I need to be doing these things. And I need to plant the seed in order to make these things happen. I need to focus on things that bring me joy and pleasure, whether it be with other people, in nature, with food, with anything that makes you feel good. Remember the sun representing your home, and the third house, these short trips. Maybe it's you saying, I need to focus on new ways to create this stable home or to enhance my income of my resources more effectively in order to build my home from the ground up. How can I do this? And making sure that I'm taking care of myself. We now have Mercury out of retrograde. Mercury is going to be moving into your first house soon, and that's going to be you communicating it with the world. And so I love all of this energy for you, Taurus. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, this new moon lunation is occurring in your 12th house. I am going to include in the circle, just so you can see it, the Uranus icon. A new moon is when the sun and the moon meet up together and they magnify the energy. And the energy is to represent you planting a seed for a fresh start, a new beginning, and a clean slate. Now, the sun represents your third house of the way that you communicate, who you communicate with, siblings, cousins, neighbors, things that you do close around the home. It also represents how you talk and exchange ideas with travel and communication. So this could be all forms of email, phone, text, where you gather information like Reddit, YouTube, classes or workshops. Now the moon represents your second house of what you need in order to feel secure. The second house represents your skill set, your money, your cash, your resources, it's you making money. It's your finances, your values, your opinions. So we know that you're going to be starting this new moon lunation with these topics in mind, adding to 12th house themes. So 12th house themes for you represent your personal unconscious, where you have been your own worst enemy. The 12th house is the shadow house. It's where have I sabotaged myself before? Where have I been in isolation? This could have been through an affliction, a hospitalization, an institution, like rehab is here. The 12th house also represents where I go for a spiritual connection. This could be meditation, yoga, retreats. And so this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that occurred here is an opportunity for you to be tapping in to the spiritual realm, your dreams, your intuition, your psychic ability, the Akashic records, past lives, using your angels, your guides, using everything that's available to you, but not here where everybody else can see it. It's like when you close your eyes and meditate, it's where you can connect to like the otherworldly. The 12th house is where I connect to the divine, my higher power, my spirit, my to do the inner healing. So we know that you are planting these seeds where you want to commit to these personal goals for success. We have Saturn at the top of your chart in this harmonious aspect saying, look, commit to it, because you can use this to be seen as an authority figure, or authority figures will be able to see you. The 10th house represents your career, your life path, your goals. It is the 10th house is where you want to make your mark on society as your ambitions or your professional life. And Saturn is offering you this grounded energy of slow and steady wins the race. And you've had the eclipse really pushing. I love that the North Node is in your 11th house of your dreams, your goals, and networks, because this is priming you for where the North Node is moving into for you, evolving and changing your career, your job, and those topics. So we know that you are doing the inner work, the shadow work right now. And so this new moon lunation is saying, all right, I know that I need to tap in, I need to meditate, I need to do yoga, I need to make sure that I'm getting enough rest and sleep, and making sure that I'm taking care of my mind, my body, my spirit. I need to make that a top priority. Having a new moon in the 12th house offers you these opportunities to say, what can I use this skill set for my personal possessions, my personal security, in order for me to feel happy and fulfilled? Do I teach these topics that I'm finding out about? Do I share them with others? How much do I share with others? This could include topics that will have to do with your financial growth, your stability, working on new ways for you to enhance your income. Jupiter, in just a couple weeks here, is going to move into your first house of self, really expanding that people are going to see you. So what is going on now is an opportunity to end the isolation of you've done the inner work, and now it's going to be a chance for you to say, all right, I've been patient, I've respected everything, I see my lessons, I now am trying to figure out what makes me truly feel happy and fulfilled. I'm releasing everything that does not, and I'm respecting the process of growth. And I know that I need to have a self-care routine in place, because if I don't take care of myself, the universe takes care of it for me and like literally shuts you down and will say, hey, I'll make you sick if you don't get enough rest, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not getting enough exercise, or just basically taking care of yourself, engaging in these regular tactile activities like getting out in nature. It's going to be a time for you to slow down and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to plant these seeds and watch what grows from it. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, the Sun, Moon, and Uranus are in your 11th house. Now, the moon, being your chart ruler, is always something that you need to follow. And so you know that you're having this new moon in the earthy, solid, stable, grounded sign of Taurus. This is in a sextile to your first house of self. So it's in harmony. It's working with who you are. The sun rules over your second house of your self-worth, your resources, your cash, your property, your skill set of what can you bring to the universe? What can you do in order to make money, or what do you need in order to feel secure about things in your life, money and security? And this could be people, places, and things. It's not always about cash and property and finances. Now, the moon is your chart ruler. So we know that this is all about you, your health, your vitality, your habits, your strength, you being seen, you being out in the world, and your outlook on things, and your appearance, and your personality, your image. So Uranus, we have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which is really liberating you, pushing you to get rid of goals that no longer align with who you are. And the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction has you realigning with people, places, and things that can help you to get to where you want to be in life. The North Node is at the top of your chart. This is where the eclipses have been. And so this is you really saying, I need to align with me being out there, my career, my reputation, what I want to achieve, my professional life, and the legacy that I want to leave behind. All of this is coming together with this new moon. We now have Mercury out of retrograde saying, okay, I'm ready to move forward and ease up on the communication and integrate these lessons that I have learned. Taurus being the sign of earth and stability and planting the seeds, now you're going to say, okay, I need to focus on connecting with other people that have the same similarities with goals. And that means going out for coffee, going out and meeting with other people, and just savoring the time, the people, places, and things of where you are. This is going to be a time to slow down and really sink into who you're connected with. The 11th house being your goals. Your goal will be to connect with other like-minded people with how can I build my resources? How can I have this security in regards to my money, my finances, my personal possessions, and also take stock of what is going to truly make me feel happy and fulfilled. It's not always about the money. It's most likely going to include a lot that has to do with family or people that feel like family and traditions, all those themes that float around your ancestry. And so now that we have this new moon, it's offering you this opportunity to say, these are going to be some realistic plans that I'm going to set the stage in order to reap the rewards of these new beginnings. I'm going to plant these seeds of making more time for me to be physically present, starting a new health routine or health and beauty and care in order to take care of my mind, my body, my spirit, and connecting with others that can make that happen, or sharing it with others that can make that happen. Engaging in more tactile activities. This could be walking or gardening. Because this lunation is, this can include buying a home, starting a business, cultivating a valuable skill, because your second house representing the sun is what skill set do I have that I can continue to work on by using my first house of me being seen and joy and pleasure and my strengths and my habits, and who can I align with? Taking the time. This is a beautiful time. I want to include one more thing, and this is Saturn. Saturn in Pisces in your ninth house is cross-cultural experiences, like traveling farther away, or taking classes, or taking workshops, or teaching classes and workshops. It's publishing, it's legal things. And so Saturn in this sextile is this harmonious aspect to say, I am here to take your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, that Pisces energy, and ground it and make it something that you can manifest over time. Saturn is the taskmaster of time and says, if you want it, you have to be able to have these step-by-step procedures in order to get it over time. Plant the seeds of growth, not for just a flower, but for a tree. All right, so Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, this Sun, Moon, Uranus. I'm going to add Uranus in there because I want to bring in the themes that go along with it. This new moon is occurring in your 10th house. Now for you, the 10th house represents your reputation, your career, your legacy, authority figures, you being seen as an authority figure. The 10th house is like the top of your chart. It's you at the top of like a mountain or the top of the building, and people are looking up at you. Now the sun is your chart ruler. It represents your first house of your identity, your looks, your outlook, your goals, your I always say it's your website or your business card. It's your opportunity to be seen for your strengths, your habits, your appearance, your power. Now the moon rules over your 12th house. The 12th house is your dreams, your intuition, your psychic ability, your ability to tap into the Akashic records, anything that has to do with dream related, anything that has to do with ancestors or guides or people that have passed on. The 12th house is like the hidden house. It's where we take those deep journeys in order to connect to the divine or your spirit guides or what you call your higher power. And so we know that you're having this new moon where you're going to be planting seeds of what do you want to grow over a longer period of time. Now, Jupiter and Uranus had a conjunction. Jupiter is trying to expand this area of people seeing you and you being seen as a public figure. Now, Uranus has really been shattering the mold of you staying in one place and doing one thing and saying there's so much more out there. What other skill sets? Who else can see you? You being seen by other people, places, and things on a broad perspective. Now, Uranus, shock, surprise, has been breaking the mold. And so Uranus is offering this opportunity to say, I'm going to offer you the innovation, the ideas of where you need to move forward. Now, Saturn is in this sextile, which is this harmonious aspect. Saturn is the taskmaster. It is the planet that says, build something over a longer period of time. Think of it as a mountain, and you just cannot conquer the mountain in a day. It is over a longer period of time. In the watery sign of Pisces, your dreams. What do you want to build over a longer period of time that includes your dreams? And so we have a new moon planting seeds of a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning, themes about your dreams, your first house, and then the 8th house, I'm going to throw in that Saturn in Pisces. The eighth house represents your shared resources and your joint ventures, but it's also the house of deep psychological birth, death, and rebirth transformations that you are going through that maybe you'll be able to help others navigate and go through. A new moon in Taurus is about stopping, slowing down, pausing, and saying, I need to be more present in the moment. The eclipses happened in your ninth and third house that had to do with like higher learning and travel and brought about a lot of quick changes. And then Uranus is saying, how do I incorporate those changes in my everyday life? This new moon is an opportunity to enhance your income, to manage your resources, your personal resources, your money, your skill set. Like, what are you doing in order to, like, are you looking at what you're starting and saying, I want to buy a new home. I really want to fix up some of the things, the bigger projects that I have, or I want to tackle this. I want to start a new business. I need to cultivate this skill set because I want to be seen as an authority figure in this by using this skill set. Uranus is respecting this new moon that you're planting and saying, I need to work with not just financial growth and stability, but I need to focus on new ways that I can enhance my income, manage my resources effectively, and connect with my physical senses and start these new healthy plans of how can I do this and be seen in the outside. Like, how can I do this for a business? How can I do this for a career path or in my public life as people seeing me walk it and talk it? Not just like it's walk it and talk it. And this is you being seen as doing that. This is your public reputation and you living it. All right, so Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, this new moon is occurring in your ninth house. I'm going to include Uranus in there because it's close enough that it's going to add the energy that goes along with it. I love this for you because it is trining your first house of self. So we know that everything that's going on here is really saying, I need to do this. This is about my appearance, my vitality, my strength, my habits, my image, my outlook, me being seen, and the things that I am starting, the seeds that I am planting are for my future. So you had this eclipse that has been occurring back and forth in your second house of resources and your eighth house of shared resources. It's also the house of deep psychological transformation, having you go back over huge chunks of not only your life, but your connections to other people. And this could have been like paying off debt and things like that. But it had you it's been really shaking up your world with dealing with possible like hurt and trauma from your life. And then this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in your ninth house is really liberating you, really freeing you. Jupiter wants to expand everything that it touches, and Uranus is about shock and surprise. And so Jupiter's almost ready to move on, but Uranus is still here. Uranus is offering you this opportunity for innovation of the seeds that you're planting. Remember that new moons are a fresh start, a clean slate, a new beginning. What do you want to start? Well, the sun rules your 12th house. So we know that this has to do with 12th house themes of where I have been taken like behind the scenes. The 12th house is my dreams, my intuition, anything that's related to the dream realm, Akashic records, astral travel, astral projection. It's also the house of isolation, and it's the house of hospitalization and affliction. It's where you take these deep journeys in order to connect with your higher power to learn and grow, change, and evolve. Now the moon rules over your 11th house of what are your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, in the sign of like this watery Cancer of this connection to other people who are aligned with you that feel like family, or that you want to covet them like family. Cancer is the sign of my intuition, my feelings, and it's a connection to others that you may feel closer to some of them than some of your own family members. And so we look at you pulling these two areas of your life together to plant these new seeds of growth. Taurus being this earth sign. So think about the bull in the field, and it's saying, you know what? I've had a lot of shock and surprise, and this emotional, psychological growth and evolution of things that have been going on over the last like 6 months to a year. And now I'm ready to enjoy life. I'm ready to stop and slow down. When I get to a destination, I want to stop and sink in. It's Taurus is a Taurus new moon is an opportunity to say, I'm ready to enjoy the good food, the good friends, like let's go there, let's make this happen. But I want to be in touch with my body. I want to go camping. I want to take a walk in the woods. I want to sit by the water and skip rocks. I want to work in my garden. This new moon aligning with Uranus is really saying, I'm going to offer you some innovative ideas in order to plant these seeds. You have Saturn in this harmonious aspect. It's in a sextile, which means it's working for you. Saturn is about think of it as a mountain, and in Pisces are my dreams. So my dreams are conquering that mountain, and in the 7th house it's representing love, contractual agreements, best friends, significant others, partners, clients. And so what do you want to do, and how can these people help support you with the seeds that you want to plant in your life? You are respecting the process of Saturn, saying, I know I can't grow it overnight, and I need to have patience, and I have to look and see what has worked for me in the past. I'm looking for financial growth. I'm looking for, what can I teach? Because Jupiter is going to be moving into your 10th house. So we know that this also is going to be linked with authority figures or your career, your job. We know that this has everything to do with you and your physical senses. And so not only what can you teach, it's where have you been? Where do you want to go travel to? Higher learning, spirituality, religion, publishing, legal matters. What do you want to do? And how do you enhance your money, your resources, your income more effectively with this new moon? How do you plant the seeds of things that you want to do? I would encourage you also this is about self-care. I have been exhausting myself, and I now need to say, I need to put self-care into the make it happen daily. I need to make sure that I get out there and take that walk. I need to make sure that I slow down and I appreciate the people that I'm with and enjoy this great food and not just rush through it, not eat and work at the same time. I need to initiate more health and beauty routines in order to take care of my mind, my body, my spirit. And if that means making sure I get to the chiropractor, making sure that makes that I get to that sound bath, making sure I get that massage, or eating healthy, making sure I get my vitamins. This could include anything that has to do with you starting something. That could be home related, business related, or skill set, like with classes or workshops or travel, or with religion or spirituality or legal matters, like initiating, I want to start this. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 8th house. Now I'm going to include Uranus in here because I want you to understand what the symbol is and what it means. A new moon is a fresh start or a clean slate. It's a new beginning. It's when the sun and the moon are like merging their energy to magnify it as one in order to plant seeds, and we don't see the moon. It's like behind or unseen. Now the sun rules over your 11th house of your hopes, wishes, dreams, goals. Who do you align yourself with? If this could be work partners, teammates. The 11th house represents your social circles, people that you spend time with that share the same beliefs as you. Now the moon rules over you as an authority figure, your job, your career, your reputation. The 10th house is your ambitions, your social status, your like what you want to achieve in life. Now, starting something new here, Uranus is saying innovation, surprise, shock, think outside the box. In your 8th house. Now, the 8th house represents all topics that revolve around shared resources or joint ventures. That this could include family members if you share resources, or this like property or money or debt, like a will or things like that. This can include exes if there's alimony and child support. This could also include business partners and significant others. The 8th house is people that you are deeply bonded with, and this is the house of deep psychological, like birth, death, rebirth, and transformation. And so this will be an opportunity for you to say, I'm ready to start, I'm ready to move on from this. I'm ready to begin something in this area. I'm ready to transform this area. It's about planting the seeds in fertile soil for what you want to grow, change, and evolve. Now, we have Saturn in Pisces in a sextile. A sextile is like this harmonious aspect that's saying, I'm going to help you work with this. Saturn, think of it as a mountain, and it takes a longer time in order to get there. It's slow and steady. And Pisces represents your dreams, your intuition. And so your dreams and your intuition, and you know it's slow and steady in order to get to these goals. And the 6th house represents your daily habits. And don't forget to take care of yourself before you take care of others. So this is working in conjunction with the new moon that you are planting. So these seeds, it's about you committing to these personal goals that I have to stop. I have to slow down. I have to enjoy the people that I'm with. What do I do with the money and the finances and the resources that I have connected or tied up with other people? How can I best use this? How do I come up with these realistic plans in order to reap the rewards of these new beginnings that are possible? This could be money that you've invested with like personal investments, or time or effort or energy that you've invested with like family, or remember the exes are here and your partners are here and your significant other is here. And so this is saying, think outside the box. Stay in touch with nature and your body. Enjoy these activities. Slow down. Good food, good friends. Enhancing your income, your resources more effectively, but also grounding you in your physical senses of paying attention to what makes sense. Who do I align with in order to move where I want to be or to get to where I want to be? You had these eclipses in your 7th and your 1st house, literally eclipsing people, places, and things in and out of your life. So there's been like major change. And then the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction was really shattering and shaking up and saying, we need to be innovative. We need to have a new way to move forward with this area of your life. And now that Mercury is moving forward, the communication is going to be much easier for you. And if this includes contracts or negotiations, but it's about financial growth and stability and your security. Remember, Taurus is about all types of security: emotional, physical, spiritual. Like, what do you need in regards to your money, your finances? Like, what do you need in order to be happy and fulfilled? And are the people in your life, the ones that are closest to you, fulfilling your wants, needs, and desires? So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com, and to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, I love this for you because this is occurring in your 7th house. I'm including with the Sun and the Moon Uranus, just so you know that Uranus is added in the mix here. And so the Sun rules over your 10th house, your career, your job, your reputation, your legacy, you being seen in the outside world as an authority figure, or authority figures being seen for you with your ambitions, awards. This is the house of your public reputation, like literally you being seen outside. Now the moon rules over your 9th house of taking classes and workshops and travel and connecting with foreign people and places and things, publishing and legal matters. And it's the house where we also get these prophetic dreams and visions, and we connect with other people who have different thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. So bringing this all together and saying, I'm going to plant seeds for new intentions that have to do with love, or contracts, negotiations. The 7th house represents you with a business partner, you with a significant other, a best friend, clients, one-on-one relationships. It also represents open enemies and exes, and so maybe you want to patch up that area of your life. Uranus here is offering you this opportunity of innovation and thinking outside the box with these great ideas in order to move forward. I want to bring in Saturn. Saturn, they consider to be the taskmaster. Think of it as the mountain. It takes a longer time in order to get to where you want to be. It's building something over a longer period of time. In the sign of Pisces, watery, emotional, spirit, intuitive, psychic, your dreams. In your 5th house of where you want to it's where you want to take a risk. It's children, it's creativity, it's art, it's music, it's love affairs. And so taking all these things into account with what are the seeds that you want to plant. You've just had a whirlwind several past weeks, like 6 to 8 weeks of the eclipses occurring in your daily habits and your 12th house of things that you're releasing, creating new habits. And then you have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that has really been shocking and shattering who you thought were your friends, who you thought were clients, who you like really saying, no, I need you to expand. I need you to think outside the box. I need you to be liberated. I need you to freedom, exploration. And so now that you've gone through all this, now you're going to plant the seeds for these new beginnings. What does a new beginning look like? It needs to be about your personal goals with the positive things that can come from Taurus. It's, I need to set a goal to be in my body and enjoy the people that I'm with, enjoy the food, the music, the drinks, the being in touch with nature, being in touch with my body, my senses. I need to also make sure that I'm in the moment of all of these things. I also need to take into account my finances, my resources, my personal possessions, and I need to look at things and say, what do I really need in order to make sure that I'm truly happy and fulfilled? And does this person make me feel like that? Does this connection make me feel like that? Does this contract with them? Do I feel good about it? Does it benefit me? And is it solid and stable? Uranus is innovation, and it's respecting the process of Saturn saying, I need to be patient. I need to plant the seeds. I need to look at what has worked and what has not worked. Mercury is now moving forward. Mercury is going to be moving into the 7th house and bringing forth these opportunities for contracts, negotiations of it's communication in this house, and it's open communication, and it's offering you the rewards of new beginnings of whatever you're planting now is not going to be like a tulip that just comes up in a few weeks. This is, I need to not just plant tulips, I need to plant the trees of things that will be over a longer period of time. So the intentions of, I need financial growth, I need financial stability, I would like to enhance my income and my resources. Who do I align with? Is that like clients and partners? How do I help my partner? How do I assist with my clients? How do I help them? And how do I take care of myself at the same time? And this could include like business skill set, like what are you doing? Taking a class, taking a workshop, something that has to do with your home and your family. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 6th house. Now, I'm including Uranus in the ring because I want you to understand like what the symbol of it is for. Now, the sun represents the area of your life of taking a class or a workshop or travel, my cross-cultural experiences, diving into religion or spirituality, legal matters, publishing. It's you in connection of seeing the bigger picture of the whole wide world. Now, the moon is connected to your 8th house of the resources that you share with other people, and that could be exes with alimony and child support, business partners or significant others with investments or debt. This could also include family members if there are resources that you share together, or family members or connections to other people that you have this deep psychological connection to. Remember that the 8th house is birth, death, and rebirth. It's the house of transformation. So we know that you're starting something that includes some of those themes and wanting to include it and make it a daily habit. Now, you had the eclipses in your 5th house of creation and taking risks and children and affairs and love and releasing of finishing some goals and starting some new things in your life. You also have just experienced the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. This is liberation and freedom from things that you have been doing. This could be liberation and freedom from volunteering at a specific place that, okay, I've been doing this forever and now I'm done. Or seeing a counselor or seeing a mentor or mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, like liberation of I finally understand why I feel like that and what I need to do in order to feel better. Or I need to speak with someone. And yes, I'm like this finally makes sense that somebody has discovered this. And this could be with diet, this could be with vitamins, this could be with nutrition, alternative health and healing, seeing a chiropractor, Reiki. We know that you've had a major shakeup in your daily habits of health and wellness for yourself. Now you have this new moon, an opportunity to plant these new seeds. Mercury is now moving direct, and Saturn is in this harmonious aspect. It's in a sextile. Saturn is in your 4th house of home and your foundation and traditions and your family, supporting you with these new seeds that you want to plant and grow. So we have Uranus, innovative Uranus, saying, okay, let's not go the traditional route. Let's plant some seeds into the ground, Taurus is earth, that we can enjoy the simple pleasures. We can savor the good food, the good friends, the places that I want to go, the connection that I have with my mind, my body, my spirit, and feeling. I need to slow down and I need to connect and I need to make this a daily habit, a daily practice for myself. I need to find a balance between my home and my work. Now, Saturn is offering this opportunity of patience and working for it over a longer period of time in order to create this habit. Saturn is like the mountain. It's the taskmaster. It says, make a plan and have step-by-step ways in order for you to get there. And Taurus, being an earth sign, is all about planting the seeds in the dirt. Pisces, this watery, intuitive, psychic, your dreams. And your fourth house is your home. I need to do this in order for me to build a solid foundation for my mind, my body, my spirit. I need to be able to financially grow, emotionally grow, spiritually grow. I need to focus new ways to enhance my resources effectively. And how do I go about doing that? Because I want to travel there, and possibly it's using your investments that you have mixed up with other people, or that you have invested in other properties. Or remember that the eighth house is also these joint ventures. It could also be healing of the eighth house themes of that are deep and psychological in nature, and saying, you know what? I'm liberated and free from that. I'm now going to make a daily habit to take care of me. I'm going to take time to enjoy the people that I'm with on a daily basis and have these healthy boundaries with the toxic people, places, and things. I'm not going to put off what I need to do today. I'm going to pay attention to my physical senses. I'm going to start a healthy self-care eating plan, and making sure that I am engaging in daily habits that make me feel good. Walking the dog, getting out and earthing, enjoying the rain, enjoying a nice cup of tea, reading that book, like sinking in, and when I'm talking with someone, totally being engaged and leaving the phone down. And so this is an opportunity for you to say, I want to create something. This is cultivating a skill set. This could be working towards something that's home related or work related, but making it a daily, I need to commit to these personal goals in order to make them a daily habit. All right, so for Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this new moon is occurring in your fifth house. I am going to include Uranus in that ring because it's playing a pretty big part on the new moon intentions that you're putting out there. Remember that new moons are beginnings and fresh starts and clean slates. And Taurus is an earth sign. So think about the bull in the pasture wanting to slow down, stop, and enjoy like the sensual things like eating and drinking and pleasure and joy. And the fifth house represents children, creativity. It includes affairs. It includes where I'm willing to take a risk. The fifth house is what brings me love and pleasure and joy. This can include like how you want to express yourself, art, music, like anything that you want to tap into. And this is about being sensual, like tapping in and saying, no, I need to do things that include things that are good for my body. Now, the sun rules over your eighth house. It's the house of birth, death, and rebirth, transformation. It's the psychological house. It's your connection with other people, that you have these connections either with business partners, significant others. The eighth house is where we have contracts with other people, or money or resources that are tied up or connected with other people. This could also be the house of like deep and psychological connections that could be with family or trauma or things that have been brought up from our past. Now the moon rules over your seventh house. I love the seventh house because it's about love. It's about talking and sharing and connection. And it's your business partner, your significant other. It's your +1 house. It's who are you connected up with, your 1 + 1. This can include clients and best friends. I'm also going to include open enemies and exes, because this new moon, maybe you are patching up or working on themes or topics that can include those topics in your life. Now, Uranus wants you to be innovative. It's about shock and surprise. You've had these major eclipses occur in your 4th house of home and your 10th house of career, really rocking your world with my foundation, my home, my family, my career, my job, things like literally coming and being removed. And this could have to do with like, it's your foundation, your ancestors, your DNA, your career, your like all of those topics, everything that you thought that you knew, that you were building this foundation. And it's about you creating your own foundation in which to build upon. Now, Mercury is now moving direct. So we have communication now clearing up, and you've had this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Jupiter and Uranus was really pushing you to expand and to liberate and give freedom. And so was this your children moving away, getting married, leaving, having a child? Liberation and freedom come in many different forms for many different people. If it's not about children, it's what are you birthing? What are you creating? Is this art or music? Is it a project? Is it a side gig that you want to turn into a permanent? Is this you, like, it's what do you want to give birth to, that you would pour out your heart, your energy and your soul into. Now, we have this harmonious aspect with Saturn in the sign of Pisces. Saturn is like a mountain, and Pisces, think of it as your dreams. In the 3rd house of communication and short distance travel. And how do I take what I'm doing, and Pisces, my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, my goals. These are things that I want to do. And I want to first share them with my siblings, my neighbors, my cousins, communication with like science and technology, like email, phone, and text. Like, it's people who you communicate with on a daily basis. It's in this harmonious aspect, planting a seed for you to commit to a personal goal that will express what you want to start. I want to connect with somebody. I want to connect with somebody on a spiritual level. I want to create something. I want to create a baby. I want to create this project. I want to give birth to this project. And I want that project to offer me financial growth. I want this relationship to offer me stability. I am looking for ways to enhance my income, to manage my resources more effectively. I need to take care of myself. I need to make playtime and joy a daily habit. I need to tap into my physical senses of my mind, my body, my spirit. I need to take the time for play every day. Life is short. I need to, when I'm with someone, put the phone down. I need to be in the moment. I need to schedule that vacation. I need to schedule that connection. I need to take good care of my health, take my vitamins, making sure I'm eating healthy. I need to make sure that I'm getting out and doing things that connect me to the earth. Taking a walk, I don't know. This is you, and getting outside in the world and saying, I need to stop, slow down, and enjoy where I'm at, with who I'm with, and be in touch with my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul. I also need to look at my security, my financial security, my emotional security, my spiritual, like what do I need in order to feel happy and fulfilled at this time? And it brings you this opportunity to plant the seeds for what you want to manifest and grow, not just over the next couple weeks, but to plant not just a flower, but to plant the tree that will grow over a longer period of time. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius, Sun and Aquarius rising, this new moon is occurring in your house of home, family, roots, foundation, traditions, people who feel like family. I'm including Uranus in there in the ring because this is close enough that it's going to affect. It's asking you to be innovative. Think about shock and surprise. So new moons. New moons are a time of fresh slate, clean, like a fresh start. It's time to plant the seeds. It's a new beginning. In an earth sign like Taurus, think about the bull in the pasture, slow and steady, enjoy where I'm at. It's you creating this home. And so the sun rules over partnership. You with a significant other, you with clients, you with a best friend, you with open enemies, you with exes, you with love, contracts. I'm throwing the open enemies and the exes in there because this has an effect about the seeds that you're planting. And we can always take something that's difficult and work with it in order to turn it into a positive. Now the moon rules over your daily habits, you taking care of yourself before you can take care of others. The sixth house is nutrition, it's health, your well-being, your mind, your body, your spirit. And it's also, where do I seek out guidance from somebody who may know more than me? So I need to go get aligned with my chiropractor. I need to go to that sound bath. I need to see a counselor. I need to see a mentor. I need to be in connection with my women's group, my women's network. I need to be in tune with them to just run ideas by them, to fill up my heart, my mind, my soul, for me to be grounded. And so for each of you, it can mean something different, but it's you connecting with what you need to do on a daily basis in order to feel fulfilled. So we have this eclipse that has been going on in your third house of who you communicate with on a daily basis, like siblings, neighbors, cousins, and far distance travel, creating these healthy boundaries. And now Mercury is moving direct. Mercury is now clearing up any of the confusion. So we are now in this period of moving forward with planting these seeds that can last over a longer period of time. Jupiter and Uranus were conjunct here. And so Jupiter and Uranus was about shock, surprise, liberation, and freedom, saying, I'm going to create an opportunity that you may not feel comfortable with, but it's going to give you freedom and liberation of what should your home be like. Now we have Saturn in your second house of self-worth, cash, property, your skill set, your money, your resources, in a harmonious aspect. It's in a sextile to the sun and the moon, and it's saying, I'm going to help you. I want you to work towards these goals. Saturn is a mountain. So slow and steady wins the race in order to climb that mountain. Pisces are your dreams, like the second house being your skill set, your money, your finances, creating a foundation that I can build over a longer period of time, not just planting the seeds of flowers, but planting the seeds of trees, of things that will grow and evolve over a longer period of time. To commit to these personal goals that can express the positive energies of Taurus. I need to slow down. I need to just sink into my home. I need to sink into people that are around me with my home. I need to put away the phone and I need to take that walk. I need to enjoy my pets. I need to get out in my garden. I need to savor the good food, the good friends, the good music. I need to be in touch with my mind, my body, my spirit, my emotions. And I need to be focused on my security in regards to my finances, my resources, my personal possessions. And I need to identify, what do I really need in order to make me feel happy and fulfilled, secure. With the moon aligning with Uranus, it's saying, be innovative. Look at what's worked before and be creative with what you want to plant for the future. It's a time that you're going to look at growing something that has to do with your home, your financial stability. So buying a home, starting a business, working on a skill set that you could use for a job or a side gig. something that you want to start or begin. And don't forget to take care of yourself. This could be beautifying the home. This could be taking care of your home, like could be remodeling the home. Anything that has to do with your foundation and you saying, I need to make this a priority as I move forward. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, I love this for you because this is occurring in your third house of communications. I'm going to include Uranus in here because it is close enough that it's affecting everything that's going on. The Sun rules over your sixth house of taking care of myself, my mind, my body, my spirit, and who I align myself with, like going to a chiropractor, going to a counselor, seeing a mentor, seeing my women's group in order to connect with others because it fills up my heart, my soul, being able to connect with them and making this I need to make it a healthy practice. The sixth house is also pets, and it's sickness and health. How do I avoid the sickness? By taking care of my mental, my physical, my spiritual, my emotional health on a daily basis. Now, the moon rules over your fifth house of fun and joy and love and pleasure and children, where I want to take a risk, where I need to express myself. Now, Uranus, being so close to you, planting these seeds, remember new moons, planting seeds, new beginnings, fresh starts, clean slates, in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is the bull. Think about the pasture, the being out there and just wanting to stop, slow down, look at the flowers, eat the grass, enjoy the people that you're with, eat the good food, drink the good beverages, listen to the music, stop, slow down, and live in the moment. Now, Uranus is saying, I'm going to offer you some innovation of some things that have been going on. Because you had this eclipse occurring in your second and your eighth houses, it has really been shifting the focus in your life to your personal resources, your money, your cash, your skill set, and what you have tied up with other people. It also, with Jupiter and Uranus, the conjunction that you had in April in your third house, said, I really need to get out of my own way of how I've been connecting with other people. The third house represents neighbors, siblings, cousins, but it's also science and technology and how I connect up with other people on a daily basis. And Taurus can be stubborn. It can be stuck in the same pattern. And Uranus is saying, no, I'm going to give you this innovative way to meet these people. And Jupiter is, I'm going to expand this. I want to expand the opportunities of your connections with other people. So that could be through technology. It doesn't have to be close at home, but you can do this from close at home. So I want to bring in Saturn. Saturn is in this sextile. It's a harmonious aspect supporting what you're doing. Saturn is the mountain. It is the taskmaster of, nope, do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it until it's right. And it's in your first house in the sign of Pisces. My hopes, my dreams, my feelings, my intuition. And it's saying, I need this in order to feel secure. I need to have other ways in order to connect with other people through science, through technology, through innovative ways in order for me to feel connected, in order for me to, and I need to make this a daily practice. I need to be able to take the risk. And what does the risk look like? New moons are fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings. In the sign of Taurus, I need to plant the seed, not just for a flower, but I need to plant it for a tree, something that also grows not now, but over time. And so I need to take the time. I need to enjoy where I'm at, the physical pleasures of the good food, the good drink, the activities that I'm with other people. And I need to take the time to get to know the other people if I want the connections. I also can add in here that I can bring about financial growth, financial stability, focusing on new ways to not just enhance and manage my resources effectively, but how can I manage my communication more effectively, of me just not dropping the ball and not being there, me taking the time to say, I need to be in the moment. This is in this sextile to the first house of self. You can sometimes be elusive, and it's about the water. Pisces is watery and it's intuitive, and I want this, but do I really want this? And this new moon is saying, I need to plant these seeds. If I really want something to grow over time, water and earth go really well together. Plant it into really good soil that starts a new healthy plan for myself, that I'm going to connect with others. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to make it a daily habit. I'm going to be focused on cultivating this skill that can grow over time, that I can use my resources like more effectively. And this could be use the resources of who is in your circle, your sphere, and technology of how can you expand that, and figuring out, you need to discover like what truly makes you happy and fulfilled, and going after those things in your life. All right, so Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.